My strength is greater than any struggle. I am fearless. I am getting stronger every day. I am in awe of what my body is capable of doing. I can do this. I was not made to give up. I am who I want to be. No one can make me feel inferior. I have discovered that I am fierce. I know my worth. I inspire others. I do not fear the fire. I am the fire. I do not fear the fire. I am the fire. I choose what I become. I've decided that I'm good enough. I'm brave enough to climb any mountain. I'll wink at a challenge. I have the power to change my story. It's not their job to like me, it's mine. I use my failures as a stepping stone. I have the courage to say no. I am the Teal Empress, and I am so excited to be here with you today. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe before we begin. And my question to you is, do you know who you are? Have you said your affirmations today? If you haven't, if you don't know where to begin, I invite, if you need to, start with some of those that I gave you. Because you are all of those. Again, I'm so excited to be with y'all. And I'm so glad I did not have to wait a week because, hold on, message begins at the beginning. Let me get that out of the way. Because that was such a hard, heavy, square box to be in. If I had to wait a week to get back to y'all, to let that integrate. And as, looking back over that video, because of course I do watch my own videos. Of course, I need to like them first. I could just see on myself how tired I was just being put in that box. And everything in that is truth. But I'm here to show you, expansion. And so this is another huge step forward. This goes still in line with the whole divine feminine lining up. It is imperative to watch those before this one if you're just now seeing this. And this is a timeless message, okay? So whenever you're brought here to see it, it was meant for you. All right? But going back to, I was just such a heavy, heavy square box to be in. And it's so funny because when I decided to step into my purpose, I had a plan for what it was going to look like and what I wanted to do. Spirit done kind of showed me, like I was wanting to read the tarot cards, and that's what I'm going to do. I love them. And, but I decided to let go of control and to just step out. And it's so funny because as I am, like I said, I planned on doing all these other readings beforehand, but I'm following Spirit, and this is how it's going. And it's not revealed to me in full how it's going, but as I see it, it's like, wow. And when, like this morning, I got the message to download that I'm fixing to give y'all, how it all comes together. It's just pretty astounding. So I hope you really just tune in, because there's lots of codes, lots of messages. Once again, it's not for everyone. Certain ones will pick up different codes because I'm lighting a spark. This time I'm fixing to set it on fire. So, but it's imperative to know which frequency you tune into, which timeline, which truth you hold on to. All those things. So, and again, I'm coming in as a star, bringing spiritual heavenly truths down here, as above, so below, as within, as without. So much truth there. But we're going to go back to, and I may have to look at my book because I wrote some notes because it's so much that I don't want to miss anything for y'all. All right, so like I said, I thought it was such a heavy square box to be in, and all of that is truth. But we're breaking programs over here. We're thinking for ourselves. We're searching things out for ourselves, and we're growing. We're growing in this garden, and this is my garden over here. Teal Empress, and I want to just share it all because I want it to grow because it takes each and every one of us. Okay, and this is where this comes in. the square box and everything being true. So we're gonna, okay, spells. So the last time I was with y'all, I said I was gonna show y'all about the black magic, white magic, right? Truths on that. And so we're gonna go back because I didn't fully explain myself. So we're gonna start there. Then we'll get to the square box. Okay, so let's break the paradigm, the truth on freaking spells, magic. Okay, first of all, every one of you are magical. You do spells every day. Spells, spelling. In the beginning was the Word was God, the Word was with God. It is important to know that every one of you are magicians. You are putting spells out all the time. Everything that you speak out, so when the black magic comes, it comes when you're speaking gossiping, you're speaking bad things into other people's lives and telling lies. That's the black magic, and it comes back on you. That's the crazy thing. Crazy awesome thing. And also with the other part, I mean, whatever you're speaking into your life, what you're speaking to yourself, that's why it's so important to really listen to how you're speaking to yourself. I had to learn that really the hard way. I realized that I've always been loving and kind and protecting to others, but when I would speak to myself, I never realized it until within this year that I'm like, oh my God, you're stupid, why didn't you get that? Or, just shit like that. Like, I would never speak to anyone else like that. Why would I speak to myself like that? So it's so important that you realize, be quiet, and realize how you're speaking to yourself. Okay? So there's on spells magic. Every one of us is doing it every day. That's why it's so important what comes out your mouth. Okay? So there's the first, another veil lifted for you. So we're gonna go back to the bloodlines. And y'all, it's so funny because when I rewatched my video, I was talking about you have to like yourself first. I was looking on there and I realized that when I'm channeling, my eyebrow goes down and I have this eye thing. When I'm tuning in, I stare out. So I'm acknowledging that first off and let y'all know what's going on. And it's kind of cute. Y'all like those course about yourself first. All right, there's that for somebody. Okay, so bloodlines being in truth. And when we want to be in truth, we want to be full of truth. Mother, father, we don't want to lay our lives down anymore. We got the basis of that. We're learning about our heart being electricity. And that we are learning by, hopefully some of y'all went ahead and went back and read Genesis, that our helpmate is nature, earth, everything. Okay? And hopefully we realize that labels was the apple. Hopefully you realize that the rib that was taken from Adam was, our brothers and sisters around us. They are part of us, even though they're not maybe our bloodline. And we're going to get back in that, get in that square. They are part of us, okay? So that's why it's from the rib, it said blood. Adam and Eve was already established in the garden. We established that, but because they had to put skins on once they realized the labels, okay? Hopefully you got that. So when the rib was taken from Adam and Eve was already here. The helpmate was our brother or sister and whoever we like in our image. So my helpmate is my sisters out there, y'all. And vice versa for the males. And the labels come on when we try to beat each other. We're going to keep on getting that. So we also established that, everything that was in the last video is true. But I'm fixing to bring out to full truth. Because we don't want to be squared in that no more. We've learned our father's side, okay? And I want to help show you about your mother's side of the family and how I'm teaching about her language, the heart and nature. And I want to help break you out of the square. Okay, so bloodlines. We discussed that there is 4 main groups, breaks down to 8, breaks into 33. Okay? And I want to disperse, the fact that, yes, there is the RH, there is a specialist, but how much important all of us are and how Jesus already paid the price. That's why we're saved by the blood. Okay, I want to break it all down from here to here. Okay, so we established, my my father's side, Moses, Enoch. And hopefully y'all went back and seen that, Lamech being the grandson of Enoch was the first one to sleep with 2 different women, thus breaking off the seed of giants, seed of earth, and all the Bakroos from there. Now, what's so crazy about that is, first of all, not only me being the RH negative, so bringing the truth, but here we go. I have 2 boys, both of them from separate fathers, which in reality, reading this and me telling you this would show that, I have seeds of giants, seeds of men. But this is where we're going to break all out of the square, okay? And where it brings it all together, how we're all initially one, and it takes all of us to come together. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. Ain't nothing about my boys, no damn sons of men. My boys are royalty. They come from my bloodline as well, okay? My oldest son, and let me tell you about the RH negative stuff, and about killing off, like the RH negative cannot take anything but a RH negative, right? So if an RH negative woman has a child that is not, they have to have a shot to so that it doesn't kill the baby. So my oldest son had to have the shot. My youngest one did. Okay. Now, so that would say that my oldest son is an RH negative. He's not the universal. But let me tell you, this is how mother is. Okay. So my oldest son is so motherfucking smart. He I don't know if y'all know this, but there is a elite group of children that they're so smart, like the schools will notify this higher agency. And so this whole group of people come down and did a test on my son because he was, and if he would have passed them, they would have went ahead and skipped him up to the college and paid for all that and have him in a certain skill set. Well, my son, we talked about it before the 9th test. We started saying we knew he was going to pass, no problem. But he so did not want to miss his childhood and miss his friends that he purposely didn't pay attention to it. He said he just went there and marked. But I just show you, even though he's the one that had shot, how intelligent, how important he is, and that he's no less than the other one. Now, my youngest one, he comes out totally different. He's a freaking live wire. Live wire. Okay, so I want to show you, and I love them missing. There's no way I would separate either one of them. So it goes to show that even though there's certain one of us, this bloodline, certain one of us called to do these things, it takes all of us, and mother loves us all. There's not one more important than the other. So break out the damn squares, okay? So we're breaking through the bells on spells, on magic, on bloodlines. That is a universal thing that mother loves all her children, okay? Because we are, even though I'm bringing these heavenly truths down to you, we are living on earth. And for us to be grounded. All these other dimensions and architects that I'm trying to show you and bring down, they're all truths, but I want to, and ultimately, at the end of this, show you how to use all this higher knowledge to your real life, everyday life, so you can have abundance now, which is ultimately what God wants for us, whatever you want to call it. God, I call it source, spirit, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And that also is so funny how I'm going to be using my life to bring, the heavenly truths down here. So I was also shown this one, how I told you that about my spirit guides. My main ones was how I was initiated by Mother Isis and Mother Mary, and Mary Magdalene was my main spirit guide. So I'm going to show you how it works, as above, so below. So here on this earth plane, there is 3 women in my life who, other than my biological mother, that made a humongous impact, who helped shape who I am, who helped guide me. And it's so funny because, the 3 that I just told you were white, light color, whatever. So the 3 women here on this earthly plane that made the biggest impact and still do to this day in my life was 2 of them. It's funny, both of them's names is Beverly. Both of them were black women that were our babysitters when I was growing up, and they instilled so many truths. They were there, daily, giving us the homework, doing the homework with me, with us. One, but Miss Beverly, she would put a book on my head and have me walk across the porch, show me how to put my lipstick on, taught me how to do my cuticles. These two women were such impactful. And the third one was, y'all gonna laugh, Oprah. I think she is the ultimate epitome of standing in the divine feminine, and has for many years. And so it's so funny how the juxtaposition. So that's for somebody. Okay. So I hope y'all are getting all this. Twin flames. Tell me all that. Alright. Hopefully maybe y'all did y'all searching, read on the Holy Grail, so I'm going to bring the truth down here. Alright. If you decide to stay on this twin flame journey, which a lot of y'all will, I'm going to give you some advice on it. And I'm going to give you how I see it, my perspective. The advice is get ready for a roller coaster. My advice is don't lay down your life and get what God's got for you out of that relationship. And the higher truths I want to bring for you is this is going to be huge. Okay, and you got to see it because it's archetype. So you got the two cherubim, they're in gold, they're facing each other. You know, it's the story behind how it's been carried over so many rivers. It's been stole from here to here. You know, you can go search it out, okay? It's for you to search out. I'm not going to sit here and give scriptures. You know, it's in my soul. I know it. I'm bringing truth. So the Holy Grail, bringing out from here to here and upplane, is there is that selective group that I was telling you about. You will meet this person, okay? This person who is different than any other relationship you'll ever have in your life. That's why not everyone's going to come across this. It's not necessarily a sexual relationship. It is when you meet this twin flame, it's undeniable. It's so powerful that literally y'all will affect electricity. Literally, you'll notice that the radio starts going out. Maybe when you're driving under light poles, the light will go out. You'll just notice you're going to fuck with the frequencies, okay? In legit time, okay? It's also important to know that these relationships are not meant for lifetime, okay? This relationship is meant to show you who you are and for you to heal generational wounds, okay? That's where you burn each other with the gold's made, okay? If you don't understand this and don't understand the dynamics of it, it can end up fatal. Sometimes, if you don't understand the dynamics of it, you really believe you should lay your life down to try to save each other. So it's very important. These relationships are to bring gold within you so that you both can do your own endeavor throughout this world, because there is these twin souls they are part of this group that, the universal group that is to ultimately change the world. And love is the highest frequency. So there's so much there. I hope you got that. And I know that's going to be a huge part of my platform is to help guide those that's on this twin flame journey. Because it is such a strong mission to be on. And I'll tell you, I'm not on this mission anymore. I burned that contract. I decided to jump out of the square. I am now in the spiral. I want to continue things growing. You'll understand that in time. All right. I don't throw there's so much, but so crystals and spirit guides, I told you we were going to discuss also last time. So like I said, I'm going to bring you to the water. I'm not going to make you drink it. These are things I want you to go search. I'm going to lead you. I want you to search it out yourself because there's going to be truths in it for all, but this is the ultimate truth. Okay, so in the Old Testament, the priest had to, in order to enter the room, the Holy of Holies, they had the candles there, but they had to have the breastplate of gems, jewels. Read on it yourself and how it's lined up. Let Spirit reveal that to you how they will. If you think it was that important for the priest and on my father's side to do it, how much more important for this time? All right. Also, I want to show you and lead you on the Christmas part. I hear you. They also want me to show you that in the New Testament, if you read, the gateways of heaven are of different crystals and gems. Search it out. Why do you think it'd be there? And especially those matters if it wasn't that utmost important. So check it out for yourself. I'm going to lead you. You find it. Let Spirit show it to you. Because I'm not going to give it up for everyone who's not on this mission to have. Because I'm not giving it to the wicked. And so those who need to search that will. Spirit guides. Okay. Look, because this is going to be so hard for people to understand or even want to wrap their hands around. That's why I'm saying I'm going to tell you and you go seek it out yourself. Okay. Also, real quick before I get that one, show you search out when Jacob fell asleep on the rock, and that's when he had the dreams. All right. Very important. Why would they say fell asleep on the rock? Okay. Spirit guides. So, Spirit wanted me to this one particular story he wanted me to show you. So when Jesus Christ, our Messiah, went to the Garden of Gethsemane to pray, he prayed so hard that he sweat blood. Can you imagine that? Can you freaking imagine that? Okay. No, I can't. I tried, but I can't. Thank God he did it for me. But anywho, so remember he asked, and I may get the names wrong, so you go search out yourself. It's in my soul. I don't have to have it right. But I believe it was Peter. There was another one he asked to come with him while he prayed up on the mountain. Everything that Jesus says is very important. Everything in the Word of God is very important. It's important to know that it's only, you're missing that part, but it's all important. So he asked him to go up to the garden with him while he prayed. Mind you, he prayed that night, y'all. He asked his brothers, who were his disciples, who followed him, who he had trust, complete trust. He wanted to show them, so he asked them to come up there with him. They fell asleep on him. They couldn't even stay with him, even when they knew how important it was. So it's also important to show that even the people that got your back sometimes aren't going to go all the way. But yeah, they fell asleep. But when they did wake up, I can't remember which one it was that woke up, and they saw, I believe it was Moses and Enoch, or Moses and another one of our forefathers there with Jesus. Okay. If this is so, y'all, come on, let's think for yourselves. Jesus Christ, our Savior, God in the flesh, only begotten Son, was praying. First of all, he went to pray at night at a stone in the mountain. And he had help from spirit guides from his forefathers. So think about that. Do you see? Okay. Just let that settle in. It's here for you. It's there for you. I hope you take it. I hope you see your whole family and not just one side. And I'm going to leave y'all at that. I'm going to give you a little hint while we're going on forward. And the Spirit wants you to maybe check into if you're guided to. Because as we're learning all our family here, we're learning how things work. Man, we're learning truths. We're breaking programs. Maybe you might want to get to know some of your mama's side of the family. So I encourage you maybe check out Sophia, Metatron, Saint Germain. There's some family members' names out there. search them up for yourself. You will be guided where you're guided to. That's why I'm not going to just point any certain thing out, because Spirit knows what you need at this time. I'm so excited to be sharing these truths with you. Please like, share, subscribe. And just know that right now at this time, this energy, I am coming from a teaching place. I will be having y'all's readings come up, so, and to give you the encouragement, but I just really want to lay the foundation for this right now so that you can understand. And just real quick, also what you might want to check on when you're wondering why I say I want to help my brothers and sisters and I want to read these zodiac signs. What do you think they called the wise men the wise men? They were guided by a star. That's our blueprints of our life. The circle, the wheel, the 12 gates, crystal, Christ. Just a little code there for you. Check it out. But like I said, I will be coming with all those. That is part of the plan. But Mother wants to lay all this down because she does not want nobody to be out here ignorant, like sheeps, without a shepherd. So I love y'all so much. Please share, because this is revolutionary. I mean, huge. I love you so much. Hope you see the truth. We're breaking programs. Comment. Breaking programs. Love you.